Welcome back to another episode of My Cemetery Tours with the Graveyard Guy. And I'm your host and local paranormal investigator, Mark Lynn. And today we're at Edgewood Cemetery in Nashua, New Hampshire. And this will end up being probably one of the biggest cemeteries that we film in this brand new online paranormal show. In this first part, I'll probably do a couple parts here because the cemetery is so big. In this first part, we come upon the grave of Melinda Aldrich, who I remember from Milford, New Hampshire, who was involved in an automobile accident and died due to her injuries at just 16 years old. And from what I read in the newspapers when this happened, she was aspiring to possibly be a fashion designer someday. So this is the memorial for Melinda Aldrich and her family. And again, she passed away in an automobile accident in Milford, New Hampshire. And because of her injuries, she passed away at just 16 years old. So I wanted to start this episode in remembering Melinda Aldrich. Also has King on the stone because I believe the grandparents were King. And she's also buried here with her mother, Catherine. And her mother, Catherine, passed away, I believe, at just 35 years old due to cancer. So, two big losses in their family. But this is for you, Melinda Aldrich. I dedicate this episode for you. So I came, I said her name, I remembered. Alright, let's move along up this way. There's people in the cemetery today doing landscaping sort of work, blowing the leaves around. They're at the other end, but if you hear any noise, that's why. And as you can see down below, there's tons of leaves. Autumn and fall came kind of late this year, and the leaves are just falling out. I wanted to come over to this memorial bench. This is really cool. I love this, especially right in the sun. Let's see if we can get a close-up. It says, "So beautiful, so precious, Katie." And on the right it has like a little rainbow. That's really nice. Yeah, it's amazing what people do with the memorials, how they decorate them for, like, you know, autumn and fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's. It's really cool. Yeah, like this one up here is really nice. If we can come up closer, it has a pumpkin on the side. And then I love those flowers. I believe they're called mums. They grow really well here in the autumn and fall time of the year before they eventually go away as we head towards winter. The grass here is still green. Yeah, today it's supposed to be about 65 degrees, but I'm filming this in the morning, so it's a little bit cool still. Now, I'm going to do two parts here at Edgewood Cemetery because it's a very, very big cemetery, very large. And like I said, this will be the largest cemetery of any episode that I do in this brand new online paranormal show. So I'll probably do at least two parts here today. But yeah, the one that I'm looking for is another memorial by the name of a young lady, Lynn Boyer. And she was shot, killed, and murdered by a stalker. He later on shot and killed himself, so it was a murder-suicide. And she passed away just 20 years old, and I believe she was going to Nashua Community College on Amherst Street to become a nurse. So we're going to try to see if we can find the memorial for Lynn Boyer. I come up here. I should have took the upper road, but I'm going to go through here, trying not to step on anybody. I'm trying to do the COVID-19 protocol of remaining 6 feet away from anybody that's buried here. Yeah, this is a really nice one too. It has these flowers that are kind of wilting, but I love that picture. The last name is Kidd. Very nice. Yeah, and I want to get... Yeah, everything has changed so much because this over here, if you can see, like way over there in the distance, it's wide open fields. Just maybe, and right here in front of me, it's wide open for new burials. And probably 5 or 10 years ago, this was all trees, it was all woods, it was all forest. They just opened this up recently for new burials. Yeah, so I gotta check, because I know she's somewhere up here. Yeah, so I mean, even though this cemetery has a lot of burials and probably is almost full, because I mean, this cemetery here has to be, I would say, at least 100 to 150 years old, some of the burials, or more. Oh, here we go right here. Amy Lynn Boyer has the name of Boyer in Remsburg, because I believe her mother, I believe that her mother remarried, and somebody, I'm going to get a close-up here, somebody left her flowers, which is really nice. Probably in a rock too. Probably it'll be sun here later on where those will be more colorful, but it looks like they recently left flowers here for Amy Lynn Boyer. There's a little thing here for flowers that they hang up sometimes in the spring and summer, and then she has a few bushes here. Yeah, beloved daughter, sister, and friend, Amy Lynn Boyer. And she has a spot over here where she's buried, and probably is more or less like her footstone. Give me a second here while I clean her stone, because there's leaves and like pine needles all over it. If I had a thing of water, I'd put some water on it so you could read the name better. Let me see, sorry about that, but let me see if I can get a close-up of this while I read it to you guys, if I can read it. It says, Amy Lynn Boyer, we gave each other 20 years of love. Now our love will be eternal. And it has like an eagle flying over, and then off to this side it has like a beautiful scenic view of like a tree, clouds, maybe the sun rising on a new day. But again, yeah, with Amy Lynn Boyer, she was going to Nashua Community College to become a nurse, as far as I know, and she might have been even working a couple jobs to try to get herself through school, through college, part-time, but she was trying to improve herself and become a nurse. But anyways, I just want to say to her, God bless you, Amy Lynn Boyer. May you rest in peace. And may we meet someday in heaven when it's my time to go. I love, and it has a beautiful stone there, Boyer, Remsburg. Has a beautiful church up there with clouds, very nice. And whoever left the flowers, really nice. Sometimes I do bring flowers or a rock or a stone or something to a memorial to leave behind. Well, anyways, we are going to move on to the chapel real quick, and then I'm going to film a part 2. I like this stone here with Tully. That is so cool, like a rough stone, probably granite. And look at these stones. My God, you can, like, the wording is so big that you can easily read it. And those are really big, but at least you can read it. It's clear. And there's some burials over there. Like I said, we're gonna right here, if I can get a quick shot. I mean, that's a beautiful chapel. Beautiful, beautiful chapel. Still got some color in the trees, but the leaves are falling, and we have had some nights where it's been like maybe 21 to 25 with like a deep hard frost, so winter is coming. We had a beautiful autumn and fall here in October. A lot of days were in the 60s and 70s and quite warm, even some days between 70 to 80 and quite warm. But I think we're getting ready for winter. It's coming. But don't worry, it'll be over in 6 months. Alright, let me see. The sun's over here is not on it too much. I don't know how well it'll pick up in the video, but it says Anderson Chapel. And then down below there it says AD 1928. So it's almost 100 years old. That's cool at the top. It almost looks like a castle. Yeah, it's really nice. It has, to me, it looks like back there is like slate roof. Like really nice. With like a granite foundation. And they even have down here, maybe for people that work here, if they were going to do a service, this is really cool. They got like stairs here to go down, maybe for people that work here to get the chapel ready for a service. That's really nice. Yeah, and back here, I mean, it would look more prettier inside with a stained glass window. Probably, oh, it looks like a guardian angel with wings. I can't imagine inside, like if the sun was hitting that, that must look amazing. And back here, yeah, I'll look in one of the windows to see if we can see anything inside. I'm trying to get like a nice, I gotta watch out, I don't step on anybody, but what a nice chapel, really nice. Very nice. And it's neat, it's up on this hill and overlooks the cemetery. Yeah, let me see if I can get a good view in here. I don't want to step on any of these plants. But yeah, you can get a little bit of a view in there. Like where are the pews where people would sit. Let me see if I can get a little bit more in here. Trying to get maybe up where they I don't know, it's hard to see with the reflection, but you can get a little bit of the idea in there. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of my, oh, here's another door too. They had like a, here's the front door. They had a like a front side door that I first came across, but then there's a front door here with the sun. So nice. Very nice. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of this brand new online paranormal show, My Cemetery Tours with the Graveyard Guy. That's me, your host and local paranormal investigator, Mark Lynn. And until the next time, my friends, take care, so long, and happy hauntings.